What's up, YouTube? It's your boy John from Project Ellsworth, and I am back with you today to show you guys another section of my horror movie collection. Alright, so today we are doing row 4, section 3. We're doing about half of this. I had to realign things, and I think I made it up to Malibu Shark Attack, so we're going from here on. I'm good. You good? It's been a while since I've done one of these. As always, let me start off by saying that I hope everybody out there is doing well and staying safe. All right, first up today is Mama. It's a Guillermo del Toro flick. This movie's actually really cool. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Pretty cool Guillermo del Toro-like special effects in this. Mama, the entire existence of Mama is all CGI special effects, but she actually looks pretty good. In this flick, two little girls, the father runs off with the two little girls. He has a car accident, and the little girls are left basically in an abandoned cabin to fend for themselves. Or are they? This is actually a really good flick. I like Guillermo del Toro's stuff. I haven't seen all of it. I will admit that I haven't seen all of it. There's a hell of a lot of movies out there that I have not seen. Even a hell of a lot of movies out there that I own that I haven't seen. But Mama's not one of them. I've seen this a few times. It's really, really good. All right, next up is one of those movies that I own that I have not seen. Nicolas Cage in Mandy. Everybody talks about how good this movie is, and I actually do plan to watch this movie sooner rather than later. I just bought 2 Funko Pops. Nicolas Cage's character as well as the Mandy character. Bought those 2 things and haven't even seen the movie. Insanely violent and... what the ethereally beautiful? Either, I don't even know what the hell that word is. What's that word? I don't know what that word is. Ethereally, either, whatever. Astonishing, Nicolas Cage gives the performance of a lifetime. The quiet life of devoted couple Red and Mandy takes a dark and bizarre turn when a nightmare cult and their maniacal leader seek to possess Mandy, body and soul. A shocking assault on the innocent pair leads to a spiraling, surreal, bloody rampage of all-out, mind-altering vengeance. Sounds fantastic. And like I said, everybody I know that has seen this movie told me that this thing was like balls to the wall crazy, and everybody loves it. So this one is definitely going to get pulled and watched very soon. I actually want to watch, there's 3 Nicolas Cage horror movies that I want to see. Mandy, Color Out of Space, and what's the one where he doesn't speak and he is like with animatronics, like a Chuck E. Cheese type place. Can't remember what that adventure, Willy's Wonderland is what it's called. So I want to watch all 3 of those one day. And that day's coming soon. Next up is a Dollar Tree movie that I picked up for $1 called Mandy the Haunted Doll. I don't feel like reading this. One would have to assume that this is about haunted dolls. Haven't watched this either, but one of these days I'm going to start watching all these Dollar Tree movies I have too. I have something in mind for my channel. I started a while ago. I'm going to get back on that horse. Next up is something I haven't seen, but I did read. The Mangler. It's based on a Stephen King short story, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what book it was in. Who the hell cares? I'm sure this will tell me. Based on a story. It's about a washing machine, if I remember correctly. The Masters of Horror, Tobe Hooper, Robert Englund, and Stephen King join forces to bring you a shocking tale of terror. Shocking tale of terror. After a series of grisly accidents, a cop investigates the mysterious owner and uncovers a deadly town secret that has been hidden for years. A terrifying beast that threatens to destroy everything in its path. With time running out and a young girl's life in the balance, he races to destroy the beast before it's too late. Prepare for the most frightening experience of your life. Prepare to meet the Mangler, the most frightening experience of your life. That's a little bit, that's probably a little bit overstated. But yeah, if I remember correctly, it's a haunted washing machine, for God's sakes. All right, next up is The Mangler 2. I don't know what this is about. Escape before it rips you apart. Bought this at a video store when it was going out of business. That says $1.99. I know when I was there, everything was 50% off, so $1 I got this for. A terrifying new chapter in the Mangler legacy. So part 1 left a legacy, apparently. What was designed to provide maximum security to students at a Royal Collegiate College suddenly sets out to kill and destroy everyone in its path. Now virtual reality means virtual death. Probably very silly. That guy's got a bunch of shit growing out of his head. All right, Mangler 2. Next up is Maniac. This is a very cool movie. I think that everybody in the horror genre has probably seen this movie. I have been a horror fan almost all of my life, and I didn't see this movie until much, much later in my horror journey. Somehow this movie eluded me. And a couple of years ago, somebody sent me a copy of this in the mail, and then I found a copy of this on Blu-ray. So as soon as I never owned it, and as soon as I got a copy of it on standard definition DVD, I found a copy in Blu-ray, and it's actually really cool. It's basically dude obsessed with like mannequins. What the hell's the guy's name that plays him? I can't remember his name. Frank Zito. Joe Spinell, that's his name. Frank Zito was the Maniac character. I knew Joe Spinell from the Rocky films, Rocky 1 and Rocky 2, more than anything. And then I found out that he was a much different person than he portrays in those movies, and he's probably more similar to the character he plays in Maniac. But Maniac is a classic horror movie that I strongly suggest everyone out there watch. Next up is the remake of Maniac with, what's the guy's name? Elijah Wood. I liked this version of Maniac, but I didn't love it. A lot of people out there think this is one of the better horror remakes that has ever been made. And I guess that I just have a differing opinion. I don't even think that this is close to as good as the original one was, but a lot of people do. So I would definitely recommend that you watch this movie. I watched both of them. I actually owned this movie before I owned this movie. But I didn't watch it right away. I watched the original first, and then I watched this. I watched them in like back-to-back days, if I'm not mistaken. About 2 years ago, something like that. This was good. Definitely disturbing. The way that it was shot was very interesting. A lot of it was shot from Elijah Wood's point of view. So it was very different, which I kind of liked, but I wasn't crazy about. But a lot of people are. So check out Maniac if you haven't already. All right, and the last thing today, somebody sent me this. I believe it was probably Marc of Horror. Sent me Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence. I do not have Maniac Cop 1 or 2. I don't think I've ever seen 2 or 3 or anything more than the first one, even. I think Maniac Cop was the only one of these I ever saw. And I saw that many, many years ago. Probably right after it came out, to be honest with you. It's been a long time. So I think the Maniac Cop movies might currently be on either Amazon Prime and or Shudder. So I actually should sit down and watch those. I'll tell you what, my OCD will never in a million years allow me to watch this movie until I go back and watch the other ones. My mind just don't work like that. All right. Like I said, this one's short today because I had to realign all of my movie collection to fit more stuff in there. So I had to skip over a section, and then half of this section was done before in a previous video. Whatever. You probably don't care about that at all. I'm going to get out of here. Let me know in the comments section if you want me to watch any of those movies and do a review of any of those movies. I'm open to suggestion as always. And I got a pretty good amount of time on my hands right now. All right, I'm getting out of here. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really like this video and you've been enjoying my content up to this point, please do me a huge personal favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that bell. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Have a kick-ass day. And thank you for watching. Later, folks. I will see you in the next one.